friends, hey. How's it going? We are, as you can see, doing a different setup than normal. um, usually I've got usually I've got my iPad hooked up directly to the computer. That is not working today, so I've got the computer hooked up to my phone. So this will just be in my face, and also it's dark because otherwise you won't really be able to see anything. So, you know, we'll see what we can do. It'll be an adventure for all of us. Trying to get it centered. So hopefully that disappears. Regardless, hi. Yes, it's also just dark in here so that you can see what's going on here. But you can see my hands this time. What? No. Yeah, I'm very excited for the future. It was awesome. HC Animation, hello. Lovely to see you back again. Yeah, I'm so excited to talk about For the Future as well. I didn't think that the last episode could be topped, but this one maybe is even better somehow than Thanks to Them in so many ways. Like, I felt like we just got given so many amazing, wonderful things. So, obviously, this is the spoiler warning. You know, we're going to talk about all things For the Future and beyond, because now we only have one episode left and I am crying. Can we talk about that scene when Bella saw an illusion of Caleb with a bloody dagger over his head? Ah! That gave me chills. I was so worried that he was going to make another Grimwalker. I lost my mind. Okay, that's like the first topic in my brain right now, is that we had more Caleb content in this episode than we did in Thanks to Them. Like, what? That's pretty epic. I love that Caleb is just silently haunting Velos. Like, silently disapproving of him continuously. It's fantastic. It's wild, and I'm very, like, I think it's creepy and wonderful and crazy. I definitely thought that, like, we'd be able to maybe hear him speak or something, but maybe that's not gonna happen. But whatever, it still just is insane. This show just keeps getting darker? Yes. Incredibly so. Like, this whole episode is somehow even darker than the possession episode. Because, yeah, as soon as Belos, like, enters into that one last Grimwalker that's not quite, like, ready or whatever, I was losing my mind because this whole episode, I just kept thinking, like, as things went along, I was like, this is all of the best fan theories and the best, like, fanfics combined. Like, that's what this episode was. And that's one of those items where I was like, dang. Like, having Belos go into another Grimwalker. Yeah, like, I thought there might be another Grimwalker or something that shows up. And that would have been wildly insane. The whole episode, I was like, oh no, he's going to another Grimwalker. Yes, it's just, like, wild. So this whole episode, there are so many things that I loved. I, of course, loved, as you can see by this doodle, I absolutely loved everything Hunter and Willow. Like, hello. Obvious Ghost, hello. Hi, Jamie. Can't wait to listen to the stream later. Sorry, I can't stick around now. Oliver says hi. Hi, Oliver, and hi, Jamie. Thank you for stopping by momentarily, even if you can't stay very long. Glad you're here. Oh my goodness. Yes, let's talk about Hunt Low. hello. Also, I'm going to while I'm fixing things, change this chat box so that you can actually see what people are chatting. Great. Okay, so yes, all of the Hunt Low moments. Oh my gosh, I am dying. Also, before Jamie has to leave, Jamie, thank you for messaging me through this episode because I was losing my mind, and it was so good to know that someone else was losing their mind at the same time. Hunt Low, everything Hunt Low. Hunt Low fans rejoice because we got a lot of great stuff, a lot of great content. I am absolutely obsessed with them, of course, always have been. Are they the best couple in the show? Debatable, because Rain and Ida, obviously fantastic, top tier, angsty. Hunt Low, sweet, adorable, precious, perfect. Okay, yeah, they traumatized Hunter. It's like Hunter cannot catch a break. Everything, poor Hunter has to deal with a lot, and they just can't leave him alone. He was so moody and angsty this whole episode. He couldn't, I mean, yeah, he was grieving, and so he was just being angsty and emotional about it. And the whole time I was like, oh, buddy, I understand, but also stop being so over dramatic. But it's Hunter. Of course he's over dramatic. Hi, Colin. Can we also talk about the heartbreaking moment when Hunter? Yeah, okay. I'm still recovering from the loss of Flapjack, and obviously Hunter is too, because he's been kind of a sad boy this whole episode, but I'm glad he kind of snaps out of it in order to help Willow. And so it's just like Hunt Low dreams coming true, where Hunter actually is like, no, thank you, you're awesome, I can't handle, and it's fantastic. Hunter didn't even have time to process everything that has happened to him. Yes, they just throw him into the next adventure, and the poor boy just doesn't have time to properly grieve or anything. His whole world's been torn apart. Flapjack is gone, and this poor boy, he just can't catch a break at all. Zero. So that's definitely just all of Hunter being sad boy. It's he's had enough troubles. Please give him a break. Please. But yeah, him hearing Flapjack, but it's just another bird. That was sad. He hasn't had time to properly grieve, and it's just sad that he has to go into everything. But I'm glad he can put it aside when Willow really needs him. I'm just so glad that Willow had time in this episode. They gave her time to go through this character development, because I feel that was in a lot of fanfic, a lot of fan theories, there was a lot of that assumption that Willow is the strong one. Willow is the one who's, is keeping everyone happy. She's just putting on a face so that everyone else can be happy. And it's so cool to see that actually happen in the show, and in such a beautiful way, because they actually give her time to also kind of, lose herself a bit. It's both Hunter and Willow were kind of losing themselves, and they had each other to find themselves. What? Hey, hey-o, hey. Wow, yeah. And especially because, she says that she's half a witch and stuff, oh, that hits right in the heartstrings. And that's where it hits for Hunter, too, because that's how they bonded in the first place. Hunter and Willow bonded because, and you can't even see what I'm drawing. See, this is what I'm talking about when I'm this is going to be a learning experience for all of us using this new way of doing this. You know what I'm going to do momentarily? I'm going to try to make this so that it doesn't fall asleep on me all the time. That should be a setting that I can do. Display and brightness, perhaps. Auto lock after 1 minute. No, give me never auto lock. Go back. Great. Okay, let's try this again. You can't see what I'm doing. You know, if you care about that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, came back right away. What was I talking about? Oh, just how perfect Willow and Hunter are for each other. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. They're fantastic because, yeah, they both bonded over the fact that they are both not a full witch. Like, Hunter doesn't have the magic, and Willow being not having the ability to, you know, do all the things she thought she was supposed to do. I am not emotionally ready for the show to end. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that we only have 1 episode left. Like, excuse me? Excuse me? I am not ready for it to end. I cannot believe we only have 1 episode. The thing, though, is that they, in every single special so far, they've been able to jam-pack a ton into it. Just a ton. So, I have hope that they're able to end it well, of course. But it's just so sad that it has to end at all. And I know we've been over that, and that's just sad. And, you know, we talked about how the forced ending kind of sucks. But I'm going to be honest, like, the way that they're able to end it, even, you know, with the fact that they wish they had more time, of course. They're still, so far, at least, I still have that hope that they're going to be able to really end it well. So even though I'm sad about it, obviously, I have hope that the last episode will be killer. Hopefully not actual killer. We don't need any more dead characters. But so far, it's been fantastic. It is interesting, though, that they decided to spend this whole episode with Kikimora as the antagonist, and instead spent all this time building up Belos and the Collector in a different way, which is just interesting. That not to say that they're wasting time on it, but a little bit of that, like, you're using your last precious moments to have Kikimora as, like, the B-plot villain. That made you laugh. Having Kikimora as the villain. I'm not gonna lie, I think Kikimora is a good villain. Because, like, she's that kind of chaotic, she will do anything for power. She, like, doesn't have a real reason behind being evil. She just is evil, which is always really fun, actually. So I definitely appreciate that. But because of Belos, because of the Collector, yeah, it's just, I guess I was just surprised by the choice that they were focusing on Kikimora as the antagonist. I mean, I guess they wanted the time to build up the problems with the Collector and with Belos. All of the stuff with Belos freaks me out. The Collector, I am surprised, is really not a threat. I mean, obviously has the power of a god, but is also just a poor little lonely kid. Can we talk about Camila in the Demon Realm? Heck yes, because Camila is my everything. Seriously, one of the best characters in this entire show, and we've only had like 2-3 episodes with her. She is best mom. I love that we get to experience the Demon Realm again through someone's eyes who has no idea what's going on, especially when the Demon Realm is in such chaos. I love that Camila, like, is just trying so hard to, like, encourage. It's so good. It's so funny. She's fantastic. Everything with Camila is just A++. I just love that we do get so much time with her and Luce as well. Like, they get the time, like, it's Camila that's there that helps Luce get to the point of realizing what she actually wants. Like, it's Camila who helps with that. Like, Camila is vital to this story and to the plot. Like, Camila is so amazing. And that was just fantastic. Like, it just made me so happy that Luce, the thing she really wanted and what made her talisman hatch is that she just wanted to be understood. And of course, Camila helps her with that, and it's so sweet. Just makes my little heart burst. So yeah, Camila was amazing. Camila throwing the bat at Kikimora, heck yes. I mean, as Gus said, we would all love to watch her like hit Bellows with the baseball bat, but I'm glad she was able to do some damage with the baseball bat because that was fantastic. I wonder how like Camila will respond to the collector like more in person, because like obviously they saw the collector, which by the way, obsessed that Camila is like loves King immediately. I'm just like, oh, Camila's too good. But also I feel like Camila can help like bring the collector down, and you know, because Camila's just everybody's mom. So every time Hunter gets emotional when someone says that they care about him, it's honestly sad and makes me tear up, because this poor boy has been through so much trauma. Now he finally knows what it feels like to be loved and cared for. Yes, like this boy has been through so much. I just need the best for him, because he's been traumatized and abused and manipulated by the only person he ever believed in and trusted in. He wanted Bellows' approval so much, and that's all that mattered to him. And then, I mean, they just, it's taken away so abruptly. Like, Hollow Mind is still my favorite episode of the entire series. Even though these specials are amazing, Hollow Mind changed the game of this whole series, and changed the game for Hunter. Like, I still just can't get over it, honestly. And so to have your entire life, everything you believed in, to be a lie, you know, and just like, this poor boy has been through so much. He's been through so much. And he was doing so well in the human realm, and finally like being in a house where like he was loved and cared for and accepted for the way he is, and discovering who he was, and like just like trying new things. And of course Bellows just has to always ruin it. Always. Like, I can't handle it. Hollow Mind actually came out on your birthday. What a freaking amazing, excuse my language, birthday present for you. Heck yes. Wow. Well, you can say if that was an amazing birthday present or not. Maybe it was a traumatizing birthday present. But Hollow Mind is seriously one of the best like episodes of TV media, period. In my opinion. Wow, that would have been an awesome birthday. A sad birthday, but a good birthday. Yeah, and so it's like Hunter finally has a family. He finally has Luce and Camila and all of his friends. But yeah, this boy can't catch a break. I think it's interesting that there are the ghosts of Caleb and the ghosts of the other Golden Guards too. It was such a good dark episode. Oh, Hollow Mind was so good, so dark. It made the show 10 times darker, because oh my goodness, you can't go back from you are a clone and I murdered my brother and now I'm gonna murder you. Sorry, that's actually the worst. Hunter's been through so much, I just cannot believe it. And I know it's the running gag and the behind the scenes joke that the crew just like can't help but hurt Hunter because he's so easy to hurt. But I'm like, he better as heck gets an amazing epilogue ending, because he has been through so much. So they better give him an amazing story at the end. And I'm really excited to see how it plays out with Bellows, of course, because I feel like Hunter can fully end his arc when they destroy Bellows. And my guess is that, my hope, I guess, well, in my expectation, I mean, they can do whatever they want. I'm not saying that I necessarily hope for this. This is just my thinking. My thinking is that now that we know the Collector isn't truly evil, just a poor, lonely child who needs some discipline, it's definitely going to be like, they're going to change the Collector's mind, and then eventually everyone is fighting against Bellows together. Maybe. I don't know. Because that also feels a little bit silly when it's like, well, yeah, that happened at the end of season 2. Like, the Collector just turned Bellows into goop. So are they going to repeat that? Are they just going to do that again? My thing is that we're going into the finale and Bellows thinks that he finally killed Hunter. True. I had not thought of that. Yes. He doesn't know that Hunter's okay because Bellows left before Flapjack's sacrifice. And so, and again, my interpretation is that Hunter did die when he drowned. And that is why Bellows was pushed out of Hunter's body. And Flapjack basically gave his life to give Hunter a second chance. That's my interpretation. And so, yeah, Bellows would think he's dead. Do you think he's just going to try, when he sees that Hunter is alive, that he's going to just go back and, like, try to, you know, possess him again? That would be wild. I just don't, I don't want that. I don't need that for my poor boy, but that would be something. That would be something. This boy doesn't need more trauma. What was I thinking about earlier? The ghosts. I was thinking about the ghosts. Well, Willow said Hunter isn't moving. Yeah, exactly. He was dead. He was for sure dead. That's my interpretation. I think a lot of people accept that interpretation. I think it's really interesting that the ghosts are haunting Bellows. And so it makes me think, like, oh, you know, there are so many fanfics, so many things about how, like, Caleb, you know, rooting for Hunter and kind of, like, finding different ways of, like, Caleb joining the story and wanting Hunter to be okay and stuff. And it's like, well, this is kind of like that. I hope the ghosts continue to haunt Bellows until the very end. And, like, there's something about them that is Bellows' undoing. You know what I mean? Because that, to me, would be the most satisfying way to end Bellows, is through his own folly, rather than having the Collector kill him, or any one of the kids. Like, even Hunter, like, I don't think Hunter needs to destroy Bellows in order for his story to go full circle. Because I think instead, like, I don't want his story to end on revenge. I don't appreciate, like, I just don't like that idea, I guess. I'm not a huge fan. I would rather it be something else. Just, and maybe not something with his like, the ghosts, but something with, I don't know. I just don't want Hunter to become a murderer, even if it is Bellows and we all hate him. Hunter has Flapjack's magic. Oh my goodness, that's the, again, there are so many big things that happen this episode. And there were so many fan theories about Hunter getting magic. Like, my goodness. I cannot, it's just like, it's Bellows going into another Crime Walker. It's Willow getting her development arc. It's Hunter getting Flapjack magic. Like, all of those things are, like, so fan theory, and, like, they happen. They actually happen. Like, that's what makes this episode so amazing, is, like, all these things we theorized and thought about, it's like, it's real. It's real. So, I'm so excited. Yes, Colin. I'm so excited that we have, like, Hunter having that magic ability. The question is he also able to make spell circles? Is he able to actually do other kinds of magic? Or can he just do the flapjack thing? The teleportation? Because, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool if he was able to do normal magic, but also I'd understand if it's like, okay, it's not that extreme. Because it's pretty crazy that he can do magic to begin with. I know some people will say, and we'll get to Lucis Palisman in a second, some people will say, and I think justifiably, that it kind of is too bad that Hunter has the magic now, because like part of the appeal to me of Hunter was the fact he was, besides Luce, he was the only one who didn't have magic. Like he couldn't do magic, and relied on Flapjack for that. And so I definitely understand how, you know, a lot of people read some like disability interpretation into that, which I think is and disability representation into that, which I think is cool. Like I like the idea of Hunter being someone who can't do magic or has to use glyphs or something. But I mean, the teleportation was such a signature move that I ultimately am glad that he's able to do it. Plus, it looks so cool, and he could just do it at will. Like, oh my goodness, that's wild. That is absolutely insane. So yeah, that's major. That's huge. That's crazy. As well as huge and crazy is Lucis Palisman. Hey, we finally got Lucis Palisman after everyone theorizing about it for forever. I really thought it was going to be a snake, and obviously it kind of is. A snake with cat ears. Are they... Okay, my question is, are they just trying to appease to everybody by making it a shapeshifter? Or is it just that the crew couldn't decide? Like, I just have this vision in my head of them being unable to actually, like, agree on what the Palisman should be, so they just made it a shapeshifter. That would be hilarious to me. I think it's basically, I think it is just the tiniest bit of a cop-out that they made it a shapeshifter. I'm not super upset by it because I'm like, it's a Palisman. It's also super cute. But I was kind of like, come on, just give us the snake like we all, you know, anticipated and call it a day. But it is pretty fun to get to have a shapeshifter. I'm interested to see if the shapeshifting powers have any strong effect on what goes on in the next episode. Like, is there some benefit to being a shapeshifter other than it's cute? You know what I mean? Like, is it going to be able to suddenly fly around like a bat to be able to do something or get something? You know, like, is there a tactical advantage to it being a shapeshifter? And will that be utilized in the next episode, or is it just going to be kind of fun and quirky and cute? I don't know, but it is very, very cool that we finally get the Palisman. I'll say it again, like, I love that it's her just wanting to be understood, and that's what she wanted all along. Like, even from it just tracks. It tracks with the entire theme of the show. It tracks with, like, Luce's entire journey. It just makes sense, and it tracks, and it's great, and I love it, and I love them, and this show is so good. That's how I feel. String Bean is so cute, yes. I think it'll be useful to Luce in the finale. I hope so. I would think so. I'll keep hoping. I think I feel like there could be lots of benefits to having a shape-shifting Palisman. I definitely think Luce will find creative ways to utilize that power. Because, I mean, she's Luce. She's going to find creative ways to do everything. So, it'll be fantastic. I'm interested to see, just Luce in general. I'm interested to see what, like, her final arc is. Because this kind of feels like a final piece for her is just the fact that she knows that her talisman has hatched and she knows what she wants. She just wants to be understood. Like, that feels very final in the way of her arc. So will there be anything else that, like, ends her arc like that? Oh, Dahlia was right there and Bellis just had to possess Rain. I know. It's better, like, drama fodder for Rain to be the one to be possessed and not Odalia. I mean, I know we all want Odalia to be the one who's possessed, but yeah, I understand that it's not her. Oh dear, Odalia. Cannot believe she's one of the only people who isn't turned into a puppet by now. She should just be a puppet. Rain being possessed is just gonna be so interesting in the next episode. I hope we get to see more of Ida in the next episode, basically, because this episode we didn't see a ton of her because she's just in hiding and everything. But man, I want her to come out and kick some Bellows' butt and get Rain back, and it's gonna be fantastic. But yeah, if anything, like, when this is all over, it'll give Rain and Hunter some, good bonding opportunity, because they can just be like, we're the possessed crew. And they can help each other out. I'm glad Tara got turned into a puppet. Me too. She made a very bad fake Ida. Although it's hilarious when she was like, I like musicians. Because of course Ida likes musicians. One musician in particular. But yeah, I could have done with Tara being a puppet from the beginning. It's like, why are all the mean bad people the ones that aren't puppets? Well, because they probably didn't fight back as much. And Darius. Like, it's just so interesting because, everyone was so looking forward to the reunions, but none of the reunions will happen until next episode. Like, the Luce and Ida and King reunion, the Darius and Hunter reunion, the Willow and her dad's reunion. I mean, I'm glad we have even more, like, backstory stuff. Like, I guess the content of Willow being sad and missing her dad's, like, gives us an opportunity to have, like, the Willow and her dad's reunion be even more special, which is exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to everyone getting their parental figures back. And I also just want Camila to, like, know everybody. And I want Camila to, like, know just everyone better. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be great. It's great. I want all the reunions, though. They're gonna be angsty and fantastic. So that's my hope. That's my hope, to get to see some good old reunions. I wonder who's going to officially adopt Hunter. Do we need to go down this rabbit hole? Because I have thoughts. My biggest problem is that I want everyone to adopt Hunter. Like, I want to adopt Hunter. So this is a problem. But, because part of me really wants Camila to adopt Hunter. Because there are so many good reasons why everyone could adopt Hunter, right? Camila, obviously, because Hunter found the most happiness in his life living with her, living in the human realm, and because Luce and Hunter are siblings now, it's official anyway. They should absolutely, you two, yes, okay. They're officially siblings, and so I want them to be stuck together and to continue to annoy each other. I want that for them so badly. But I could see maybe Ida adds to her collection of adopted children and adopts Hunter, because if we end this whole show without mentioning the fact, like confirming the fact that Caleb married a Clawthorn, I will hunt someone down. Luce and Hunter are the best adopted siblings. They are in competition, though, like, with Luce and King, though, right? Luce just has the best adopted siblings ever, including V. But, yeah, I want V and Luce and Hunter to be siblings, and I want them to be happy. But yeah, like, Ida could totally adopt Hunter, because Hunter is also kind of a Clawthorn in a way, right? And then there's Darius, of course. Like, okay, there are lots of reasons why Darius shouldn't adopt Hunter. One of them being that Darius was kind of mean to him, but Darius was trying to plan a rebellion, so he was a little busy, or, you know, and he couldn't give up. I don't know. He could have been nicer, let's be honest. But I just like Darius and Hunter because Hunter has immediately attached onto Darius as a father figure, like, and wants Darius to be proud of him. Like, I guarantee the first thing he says when he sees Darius is going to be, look at my wolf shirt, I sewed this. Like, Darius is the one who taught Hunter how to sew, and Hunter is going to want to show Darius all of the hard work that he's done. Luce and Hunter are bonded by trauma. Yes. They are bonded beyond any other siblings because they were in Belos's mind together, and they are trauma siblings. And it's so sad, but so great. Yeah, so we've got a lot of options for Hunter's adoption. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what they're gonna do in the final episode. My biggest fear is that they're somehow going to want to end Hunter with Belos, like, as the final, like, you know, Widowbane brothers go down together kind of idea, which would be interesting, but I want Hunter to be happy, because, again, he's been through too much. He deserves happiness now. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I just don't have faith that no one is going to die. Like, I feel like people could die at the end of the episode, at the end of the series. Anyway, but yeah, Hunter needs, like, a good, proper family, and I could see it going a lot of ways, a lot of different ways. But just Hunter and Luce being siblings is literally, obviously I love a lot of, like, romantic relationships in the show, as you can see, but Luce and Hunter as siblings is the best relationship in the show. Like, the end. Like, Hunter and Luce mean through so much together, and they act like siblings from the moment they meet, you know, like, they just pick on each other, and they, like, it's just so good. Like, when Hunter licks her hand, it's like, that is what siblings would do. It's hilarious. And the fact that, yeah, they've been through so much, and Luce is the annoying little sister, and it's just fantastic. And now Hunter is, like, the protective big brother. They protect each other. They're the best siblings. They're the best characters in this show, to me, because obviously I'm obsessed with both of them. And they just make the best sibling pair ever to exist. Ever. The end. Ever. Okay, I could keep working on this, but I'm also open to drawing suggestions if anyone wants me to draw anything in particular. There are definitely a lot of red flags or the possibility of someone dying. Yes, okay. I am very concerned, actually, because the fact that they killed Flapjack, I feel like they've already crossed the threshold, and they could kill other characters. I don't want any of the kids to die. I feel like that would be cruel and unusual punishment. As if there were any kid that was to die, it would be Hunter. Luce even asked Hunter if he was okay. Because they're siblings and they care about each other. Flapjack's death was too much. And so, like, they could, I feel like if they're going to kill any of the kids, it would be Hunter. Because that would make sense narratively, because like I said, they could end both Woodbane brothers at the same time. Oh, you want me to draw Flapjack? Yes, I can do that. Thank you for clarifying, Colin. Flapjack, it's going to make me sad. So, they could definitely kill, I mean, I don't want them to kill Hunter, I want him to be happy. But they could also kill Rain. Here's why. Because he was on my list before this episode even aired. And 2, now that he's possessed, he's that much more likely to perish. And it would just be more angst between Rain and Ida. Which, hey, I want them both to, again, be happy and live their lives together. But I could see it happening. I could see Rain sacrificing themselves in some way to save Ida or King, or you know what I mean? I could see that really happening. There's the possibility of like King dying, or like King having to leave. Like, I really don't want that either though, because he's also just a kid. He's matured a lot, but he's also just a kid. He's just a little king. He's just a little boy. And I want him to be happy. Man, I did not pick up a reference. As you can see. I did not pick up a reference for Flapjack. So we're going to try to do this. And we're going to fail. And that's okay. I've only drawn him a couple times. I did draw him over here. Because, of course, I had to draw the similarities, everybody. So there's a little Flapjack. So I just need to draw the same thing. Except better, maybe. Who knows? It's anybody's guess. There's a Flapjack. I feel like it's a cartoon, so his head has to be enormously huge for his wee little body. And our birds like that anyway? I don't know. Probably not this bad. Oh, it still makes me sad to think about Flapjack. So, someone could die. I've been drawing the Owl House all week. I drew Hunter, and when he was still the Golden Guard and like Flapjack sitting on top of the mask. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Yes. That sounds, perfect. It's just like Flapjack was the one who got Hunter out, you know, like was his first friend. And just, actually helped Hunter get out of his situation. Poor Flapjack. You didn't deserve it. And I still wonder, especially now that Caleb is a ghost, are we going to get the full story? Are we going to get I mean, I feel like they aren't going to elaborate anymore on the Woodbane brothers necessarily. Or Evelyn or Flapjack. But boy, oh boy, me and many others would highly appreciate it. I'm going to switch him to this side because I don't want to just draw his scarred side of his face. I want to draw a cute little eyeball. Or maybe it's a terrifying eyeball. I don't know. You can be the judge. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just a sucker for Woodbane content, and I want the full, like, official story. And we have mostly the full official story, but, like, is Flapjack Evelyn's talisman? Or was Flapjack Caleb's talisman? My guess now that we've seen thanks to them is that Flapjack was Evelyn's because Bellows calls Flapjack Evelyn, and also because in the little hayride, Evelyn had Flapjack in her hand. So, and also because I just don't think Caleb would have had a talisman. I feel like I really want to believe that Luce is the first human to have a talisman. String Bean. I just think that's the best name. So yes, those are my thoughts. Those are some of the thoughts. I honestly feel like Ida, Hunter, and Amity had the best character development in the show. I like the fact that Amity and Hunter related to each other in the past. I wish there was enough time for, like, Hunter and Amity to have more time together. Like, because Eclipse Lake was an amazing episode. And the fact that Hunter and Amity, like, related to each other so much was really beautiful, and I really appreciated that. And I think a lot of people did. And I feel like they could just get along so well because they both kind of grew up in abusive households. They've both been through a lot and need better caretakers. And had to grow up really fast. So, yes. I agree. Yeah, Ida's development too, yeah. Like, Ida's just matured a lot and has become Bird Mom. Yeah, obviously Hunter's development and Amity. Honestly, don't forget King. King has really great character development. I feel like there could be more, but I mean, thankfully he doesn't have too traumatic of a past. He just has a bad, like, history because of his species. I honestly feel like Ida, Hunter, and Amity have the... Oh, that must have, like, recame. Maybe Evelyn taught Caleb how to carve talisman if she's a Clawthorn. I can also see that, yes. I feel like I've read about that too. That would be honestly an excellent addition. Because part of me has to think a little bit to be like, was this confirmed in the show or is this just a fan theory? But yes, Caleb was confirmed to be a woodcarver because he carved the mask, the original wooden mask for Philip. So because of that, yes, he could have carved talisman. But would he have had one of his own? Was Flapjack his? These are the things I need answers to. And the problem is, we only have so much time before the show ends, and then we won't know anything else. So that stinks. It's just really sad that the show is ending. That's all. It's been so amazing. It's been a wild ride. And unfortunately, yeah, they just don't have the time to talk about everything, even though I wish they could. Yeah, I don't think this is working. Maybe Flapjack was a gift from Evelyn to Caleb. That's true. This is why I just want to know. I want them to tell us. I want them to give us all the answers. If not in the show, someone like Dana Terrace better do like a Q&A type thing and answer all of our burning desires and questions, because I need to know what's going to happen. And it's not like she's going to save any of her thoughts and things for anything else with Disney, because I'm sure she won't work with Disney ever again with the way they treated her and her show. It looks kind of scary just like that. There's a little flapjack. That's a little flapjack. But yes, I agree. We need a full retelling of everything, either from the show or just from the staff. I need to know these details, and I know a lot of people do too. Granted, at least we do have a really thriving fan base where there are so many amazing, talented artists and writers who give us their version of events, which feeds my soul. But it'd be nice to know even more details. Like, I'm definitely the kind of person who's like, just give me a whole series just about Caleb and Philip. That's what I want. I feel like Flapjack definitely got that scar from Bellas in the past, and that's why Flapjack is so scared of him. I would agree. To me, that's the obvious answer. I feel like that definitely would be the case. Poor guy. Poor little Flapjack. Poor little Flapjack. I do hope we get an answer. Because I need to know Flapjack's full past. Like, I don't think they have time for this. But you know, the Bat Queen and all of her palismen, that would be cool to get some insight from her. Hello, Sophia. Welcome to the party. Let me know if you have any drawing requests or if anyone has any others as I finish Flapjack. But yeah, if anyone would know the history of Flapjack, it could be the Bat Queen, because she's probably the only one alive today. She was probably alive to witness Caleb and Evelyn and all that, honestly. Flapjack, sad day, I know. I know. You can blame Colin for making me draw. Poor Flapjack. I still have like dark questions about the Grimwalkers and Hunter. It is a dark topic. I also have questions. I need my questions answered. I want to, like, I love hearing people's stories about the past Golden Guards too, and the other clones, other Grimwalkers. Like, there's just so much juicy lore and stories out there. That's what's so fantastic about the show too. They just like this whole great big world with great big history, and there's so much to think about and to explore, and like there's something for everyone. And yeah, that's just there's a lot going on. There's a lot to love about this show. There's a lot of questions we haven't gotten answers to, and there's a lot of questions that we probably won't get answers to, which is the sad part. But if I could have Dana Terrace just give us an entire recount of everything Wittebane related, that would be great. I really, 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 really want official confirmation that Evelyn was a Clawthorn. Where they are a couple, Caleb and Evelyn, were they a couple? I mean, I think it's implied. Yeah, it's not fully. You're right. It's not fully solidified. But because they mention like, oh, sounds like Big Bro got a hot witch girlfriend and Little Bro got upset is the line. I feel like that's the implication that, yes, Caleb loved Evelyn. And again, I have to remember and think, is this canon or is this just fan theory stuff? But there is a picture in Bellas's mind of when Caleb is murdered. Or no, it was before Caleb's murdered. Philip is watching Caleb with Evelyn, and Evelyn is pregnant. That, I think, is the reason why everyone assumed they were a couple, because she's preggo. With the rest of the Clawthorne line, I guess. So, yes, I'm assuming that they are a couple based off those two things. Do you think Hunter will make a new talisman or no? I actually hope not yet. Ugh, Hunter's pain. It's too much. It's too much to bear. I think Hunter won't make a new Flapjack, a new talisman into like epilogue. I feel like he's going to learn how to carve talisman from Dell because that's what he wants to do. That's one of his great desires in life, is to learn how to carve talisman. So, yes. That's my assumption, I guess. And I also want it to be a little wolf, if it's not a little bird, a little cardinal. That's what I would want. But that's just me. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Hunter gets a happy ending. I hope he does. But who's to say? Who's to say? Okay, am I going back to coloring this? Let me know if you have any more, requests, drawing requests. I've got to find I've got so many screenshots. These are all just screenshots of the episode because I want to draw everything in this episode. Maybe I'll just pick a screenshot and draw that. If you guys don't have any recommendations. Oh, this screenshot. Blaze, hello. How did you like the episode? Loved it. Obsessed with it. Honestly, I liked it, I think, a little bit better than Thanks to Them. That's how much I liked it. And there were so many good things. I'm obsessed. Can we talk about it the very, very... Okay, wait. HC animation. Imagine if, like, Ida's dad says that, like, he never met his dad because it's Caleb. I feel like it would be his great-great-great... Caleb would be Dell's, like, great-great-great-great-grandfather or something. Because I feel like more time had passed. But that would be angsty and perfect and fantastic. If Dell mentioned something about Caleb or Evelyn or something. That would be super cool. Or like if they mentioned, oh yeah, we're like, there was a human in our family tree or something. Like that would confirm that Caleb was one of their ancestors. Okay. Let's talk. Can we talk about this screenshot for 5 seconds? Because this is from the very beginning of the episode when Luce wakes up in the in-between realm of the portal. You like it more than Thanks to Them, Blaze. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Like, there are so many fantastic elements. And this one was dark. Very dark in a lot of ways. But also funnier? More comedic? Don't know how they did that. But yes, String Bean is the best. String Bean, I was saying this earlier, String Bean, Willow's character development, Huntlow, everything Huntlow, Flapjack powers, and what else? Oh, so many things. Oh, that the Collector is a cute little sad lonely child. Love it. I actually like the Collector now. I was not a fan of the Collector. I'm a fan now. And then Bellows like trying to possess a Grimwalker. Like so much, too much. Cannot. I need to know who this is. You can't even see it. And this is obviously a jerry-rigged setup, so it looks even worse in this. The very beginning of the episode, when Luce is in the in-between portal realm, and she hears this guy, I don't even remember what he says. And he's just like upside down, running around. Like, who is this? Like, who is this? You think that's future King? I mean, I was gonna say he has the horns, right? He's got horns here. You can't super see it. He's got horns and he's got wings. Do Titans have wings? King doesn't have wings. But do any of the pictures of the other Titans have wings? Why would future King be stuck here? Is this in between place? Remind me if you remember, because I don't remember. Like, this place isn't a time pool, though. It's not like it's going into the future. It's like someone is... I feel like the fact that he's glowing is significant. He's glowing yellow, and I don't remember what that signifies. If that's future King, I will cry, because I want King to be happy. But I also think it's odd that they would introduce a new character at the very end of the season, at the very end of the series, right? Like, if this is someone new who we don't know, why are they dropping it now? If you pay attention closer, you can see this person wave to Luce. This is why I do these live streams, so that you guys can tell me all the things that I miss. Thank you. He waves to Luce? What? My mind is boggled. Absolutely boggled by this tiny... And I love stuff like this where they give us just the tiniest, like, 2-second bit, like, of this thing that is haunting my mind forever. I'm assuming he's friendly because if he waved to Luce, and he didn't seem threatening. I mean, literally the only thing I can think of is, like, Manny is somehow a demon. That's a dumb idea. Not a dumb idea. There are no dumb ideas. But it would also not be super, in my opinion, just have the dead stay dead. That's my general thought on most stories. Don't bring the dead back to life. I mean, Hunter's a great... Unless it's a Hunter scenario. Right? Yeah, no. A child, no. What happened if it exploded? I want Luce and Amity to get married. I think they will. I don't think they're going to in the epilogue. Because I'm still like... They're still young. They're in high school. They don't need to worry about that yet. I feel like they would eventually someday. But not right now. They're babies. Anyway, we'll leave this mystery for later. But I am very intrigued by it, and I want to know more. If we have to wait another 3 months for the next episode, I will be very sad. I mean, I won't be surprised, but I will be sad. Okay. What am I doing here? He has bills for hands. Bills for hands. The guy? The weird guy in the picture? Maybe? Maybe. I couldn't even see his hands. I can just see his wings and his horns. That's all I can see in that picture. So, I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure there are people online who have, like, super zoomed into the image and, like, made it look good and then are having all sorts of theories. I haven't spent enough time online since the episode aired for me to know what the fans are actually saying. Did you notice that when Luce went back to the owl house and was sitting in Edith's nest, it was the same music as when Flapjack healed Hunter and thanks to them? I was like, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to us? I know, it's terrible. They're so good at just making everything so emotional. The other music thing I loved was at the very beginning when, like, Ida turns into the Owl Beast and then like leaves Rain, right, to go save King. Rain's and Ida's, what is it called? The melody, what is it called? That song. Anyway, Rain and Ida's special song plays, and I'm like, stop it. It's so sad. I want a spin-off for a continuation of the show in some way. Yeah, me three, y'all. I hate to hope for that because Disney is messed up with this show already. Really don't think that is in the cards. And honestly, let's say in some impossible scenario that Disney is like, bring it back, give us a comic, give us here's a spinoff, budget for a spinoff. I think Dana would be like, no. I don't think she'd be on board to work with Disney ever again. Ida's Requiem. Thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. Ida's Requiem. One of the best songs in the entire show. I mean, the music for this entire series absolutely slaps, but especially this episode. Like, there was a moment too, like when King and the Collector go to save the town, like in their little play thing, their play pretend of saving the town. That music was awesome. I was just like, dang, this music is amazing. The music, I like, a lot of the music is available for free on YouTube, and I listen to it all the time. I like Run, Hunter, Run. Or Teleport, Hunter, Teleport. I think there's going to be one in form of comic. I don't think they can do a spin-off on another network for legal reasons. Because unfortunately, Disney does own all of these characters and everything. So I don't think that's possible. I could see a comic happening, if anything. If there was anything to happen, it would be a comic produced by Disney. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Dana's like, wants to be done with the Owl House and move on to something else. It's always sad though, because then it's like, we don't hear or see of them for a while. Kind of like, obviously Alex Hirsch is on the Owl House, but like his other creative work, like, haven't really seen anything come of it yet. Obviously, he's working on something for Netflix, I believe. But I could see her kind of moving on. This episode was like a switch of funny with the kids and dark with Bellos and Caleb the Grimwalkers. Yes, this episode, and I think that's why I like it so much, is because it was hilarious. Like, it was, in overall, I think more lighthearted, because like Thanks to Them was nothing but angst and scary and spooky, right? And mostly just like, besides the, beginning montage of Thanks to Them, which was like, had a lot more humor, but like this episode had many more lighthearted moments. Obviously it was still mostly like dark and a lot of things happening, but I think they had a good balance, I would agree, of going dark and everything with Caleb and the Grimwalkers as the ghosts. Just everything with Bellos. Bellos doing more possession, because of course he would. And manipulating, because that's what he does. But it had more levity, which I appreciated. I love how at intense or sweet moments in the show, the animation is flawless. I know. The animation is so good. They use the fantastic animation at the right moments. I absolutely love, Thanks to Them, the spooky dark vibes, except for the end. Like, Thanks to Them is like my favorite kind of vibe, I guess. Like, I love the mystery. I love the spooky. I love the lore and the puzzles and all of that. And obviously I hate what happened to Hunter and I hate what happened to Flapjack, but I can't deny that it was really well written. So as an audience member, I am both saddened and also very happy that it ended that way. So yeah, I would say I really love Thanks to Them for lots of different reasons. Thanks to Them was great. For the Future was great in a different way because it was funnier. That's what I think. I can't deny that there's recency bias. So like, obviously I love For the Future right now because I just watched it. So, does Hunter have a scar on his face? Yeah, I haven't drawn, that's what you mean. I haven't drawn the scars yet. I should do that. Thanks for the reminder. I don't get to these things until later. Wait, where's his skin? Here's his skin. Clipping mask, my favorite tool. It was really well written. This whole show was well written. I'm continuously surprised that they're able to fit so much into such like small amount of time, especially with these specials. They don't have a lot of time to give us everything, and yet they fill it with so much. Like in this episode, great example being the fact that we got Willow's whole arc, Hunter being emo and angsty and grieving, everything with the Collector and King, and everything with Bellows. We had a lot going on this episode, and they're able to do all of it because they're masters at the craft. They're all just fantastic. Every single person who works on this show deserves so much. Deserves more than Disney can give them. That's for sure. All right, there we go. I saw that you posted a 3-hour podcast episode. Please listen to our episode of the podcast. I'm behind. I am behind on posting all of the podcast episodes to YouTube. So that was actually recorded way back in October when before Thanks to Them even aired. But please listen to it. We have a ton of fun, and you can laugh at us for all of our silly theories that we have. That did or did not come true. But I'm really close to getting the podcast caught up on YouTube. So hopefully I'll be caught up because Jamie and I are recording our Thanks to Them podcast episode this coming week. And that should be, at least, if you listen to us on podcasting platforms like Spotify and like, what is it, Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts, we do have all of those up already. But if you're just on YouTube, that's fine. I will get to them. I'm trying to get them all uploaded, and then I can stay on top of it. But yes, please listen to our 3-hour episode. Of course, we talked for 3 hours because we have so much to say about the Owl House, and that's just seasons 1 and 2, and then I have another one I need to upload that is just about Thanks to Them. We talk about just Thanks to Them for like another 3 hours. Half the time I actually forget that the Owl House is a Disney show for certain reasons. It makes me wonder sometimes, like, is this for children? And I think that's part of why Disney has canceled it, because Disney execs want Disney Channel to have like a different vibe. Like, obviously we all like to speculate, and honestly I think it's probably true that they're also just a little, they don't want the representation that Owl House gives, but also I truly think that Disney Channel wants to be for younger audiences,
And the Owl House is for a wide range of audiences. Like, obviously, adults watch it. I'm an adult. People of all ages love the show. And I think it's really sad that Disney wants to, like, pin themselves into such a specific place because, like, it's stories like these that people want and that last. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I have a lot of problems with Disney right now anyway. Let me see you, Disney. Yeah. We're all going to fight Disney. I actually saw an article about how Disney doesn't deserve the Owl House. It doesn't. Even before Hollow Mind, like, Disney doesn't deserve the Owl House. Like, the Owl House is a gift to us all. And it sucks that all these big animation networks treat animators poorly, treat the medium poorly, and don't encourage stories like this. But these are the stories we want. Like, the numbers are right there. Millions and millions of people watch the show. And you cancel it? Like, Disney, I don't want to say specific words, but, like, Disney is not very smart about this. Like, even from, like, a pure business standpoint, you're going to take off the air one of the most popular cartoons of all time. What is wrong with you? Anyway, but it makes me kind of go like, oh, well, that's why people, you know, are making their own production companies, right? Like Wonderstorm for the Dragon Prince, right? They were like, we want to make our own thing. We can't get anybody to buy it. We're going to do it ourselves. And it's like, it stinks that they have to do that. But, like, no one can trust networks. No one can trust any networks. Like, don't get me started on the HBO problem and them, like, taking away all of their cartoons from their streaming platform. Like, hello. We've got, the animation industry has a lot of problems. But I also don't want to be a Debbie Downer and be like, there's no hope. Because, like, there is hope. Because the hope is all of the people who watch these shows and love these shows and are like me and like the people who are on Fanimated and listen to Fanimated. Like, we all care a lot about animation. And so there will always be a place for animation because there are always people who care. Getting all emotional about it. Like, after Thanks to Them, Disney was actually shocked by how many views it got. I know. Disney didn't even know how popular this show is. Like, how can you have this popular a show and not even know how big it is? That's the other thing, is that a lot of, like, places like Disney and other larger networks, like they're just behind the times. They don't understand that there's a lot more to utilize on the internet than there is. Like, if they were releasing this weekly on Disney Plus, they would know. They would have known. Instead of making it just Disney Channel. I don't know why Disney Channel even still exists. Stop trying so hard, Disney. Just stick to Disney Plus. No one watches Disney Channel. We all watch online stuff. I got a bunch of Owl House merch on Etsy. Woohoo! And we have a snake shifter pin. They already have pins of the snake shifter. Oh, that's cute. That's awesome. Artists are crazy. I am one of them. But that they can make merch like a day after the episode airs, that's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, we all don't like Disney. Yep. And we're all sad that the show is almost over. So yeah, thinking about the final episode, I hate that we're here already, that we only have one episode left. Ooh, Earrings of the Ice Glyph. Ah, sweet. I love that so many people make so many awesome things online. Because obviously Disney doesn't make the merch, so we have to make the merch ourselves. And on Amazon. You have Amity earrings. Nice! Do I have any Owl House merch? I don't think I do. I'd love to buy a king plushie to match I've got Toothless and the Light Fury over there. And King is just so huggable. Man, I'm looking for the right reference photo, and I took so many reference photos, and yet I still can't find the reference photo I need. Such is life. Okay, so final episode. We've got one episode left. We only have one episode left. I have full hope that the episode's going to absolutely be amazing. I don't know how to feel. I definitely want all of the reunions. I want everyone to, sorry, I'm like multitasking. I want Luce and Ida to reunite, and Luce and King. I want all of that goodness. I want Willow to have, be reunited with her dads, all of that good stuff. Ooh, that's not the right black. What's happening? I want the Collector to not be just shoved into a box again, please. They have a plushie of Flapjack online. Oh, stop it. That's what I need. Scratch that. I need a Flapjack plushie. Stop. What was I saying? Oh, the things I want out of the next episode. Reunions. I want everyone to be reunited with their parents, please. And I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to repeat it. This show, and Camila is a great example, has the best, adult figures out. Obviously there are a lot of adults who suck, but this actually, it's not a cartoon that's, having all the adults be incompetent. Thank you. And they treat the kids like they're kids, because they are kids. Obviously treating them with respect, but also, protecting them and taking care of them, like adults should do. And that a lot of cartoons don't do. Drawing a request, could you draw Hunter using the Flapjack powers? Yes, yes. I will immediately drop what I'm doing and do that instead, because yes, I definitely need to draw that. I need to draw that so bad. Everyone, wait for it, wait for it. Okay. Let me get, what do I want here? We'll just use a square for now. Square is always my default. Okay, so I have some reference images, because I, of course, had to. So, what do I do here? I could have him catching his friends, catching Willow. I could have him just have a cool pose. I'm so used to drawing Hunter with the staff that it's going to be impossible for me to draw Hunter without the Flapjack staff. These are the issues, everybody. They're small issues to have. It's fine. Okay, I got it. Okay. I won't do... I really hope we get more Woodbane Brother content in the last episode. Yes, okay. I keep getting distracted. But yes, the other things I want in the last episode. I would love Woodbane content. If anything, I want more of Caleb the Ghost to just be haunting Belos, right? I need more of that, please. If we could get some real concrete evidence about Evelyn Clawthorne, that would also be awesome, but I'm not going to beg. I need Ida and Camila to meet, be awesome together, And then I need them to find like the solution to having Luce in both the human and demon realms. You know, whatever that balance is, that's what we need. And I'm sorry, Sophia, through this whole time, because I feel like your chats aren't lining up with the chat that I'm looking at. So I apologize if I'm not answering a question. Yeah, so I need Camila and Ida to co-parent Luce, basically. I need that to be established. Because obviously Luce has to also stay in the Boiling Isles. She can't actually go through with her plan of never coming back. Like, Luce, stop. Stop being so over dramatic. She's a teenager, of course she's over dramatic. What else do I need? I need the Collector to be okay too, because after this episode, I'm like, oh, poor sweet baby. The Collector needs to be okay. I'm not sure exactly how the Boiling Isles can settle its political issues. But that's also, I want to see like good clarification on how the Boiling Isles is going to be run now that there's no emperor, now that there will be no collector, hopefully. It's just interesting to me that the Day of Unity both completely destroyed the governing system, but also the entire religion, right? Like most everyone believes in the Titan. Are they still gonna believe that? Because Bellos was just kind of like using that to his advantage. And because we also know that like King is a Titan. So can you, like, are people gonna stop worshiping the Titan? That's my question. That's my question. These are the things I think about and need answers to. Obviously, I need Bellos to leave forever. I need him. He's had 400 years. He can die now. He doesn't need to stick around. I think most people would share my sentiment with that one. I think most people would agree. Wow, this leg is weird. What am I doing wrong? This is why I love digital, everybody. I can fix this. Wow, that is a weird looking leg. So I want to see what happens in the last episode with the Boiling Isles in general and the politics of the Boiling Isles. Definitely want that. Hopefully if Rain is still alive, because I'm still not convinced that they will be, but if Rain is alive, I need Rain and Ida to just be together already. Goodness gracious. Speaking of overdramatic, they're so overdramatic. Stop it. Just stop it. Just love each other already. So I need that in my life. What else do I want in the final episode? Yeah, I have lots of questions about Philip and what's his name? Caleb. My brain isn't working. So obviously that would be fantastic, but I'm not gonna like hold it against them if they can't get to that. I also want the epilogue better have some stuff with V, because after last episode, I also am obsessed with V, and I love her, and I want her to be happy, and I want everything to be okay. Just want them all to be happy and okay, you know? That's what I need here. Man, I do not know how to draw sometimes. Not sure where his hands are going. That's the other thing. And yes, Willow has golden rimmed glasses. I have not drawn that yet, but that's okay. Usually that's one of the last things I do when I draw her. Oh my goodness. Hunter. Hunter is just my favorite to draw. Again, okay, I don't know. Have I talked about this already? But like Hunter, I don't think I've talked about this. Basically, I love Hunter's new flapjack powers, don't get me wrong. But I don't think he should have any other powers like actual being able to do the spell circle. Not because I don't think it would be awesome, but because I think Hunter can kick butt without it. Like, I think just him being able to teleport everywhere, he'd be able to absolutely dominate. Because he has been trained in the Emperor's Coven. He is a parkour expert, basically. We've seen him do pretty crazy things. So I think he'd be pretty epic. Just like this. But yeah, I definitely need him to have some sort of talisman because I need him to be able to play flyer derby. Honestly, I think that's the only requirement I have. Oh dear. Tips, not being able to draw hands. Just start out with some triangles. Like this. I don't even know what this is. Here, this will be his arm. I don't know if I'm foreshortening this correctly. I never know. But I have drawn that pose a lot of like the hand like this. So I just make it up as we go. Let's see. One moment here. What am I looking for? Let's see. There's just a lot of closure that needs to happen for the final episode. And I'm not sure what we're actually going to get. I've been surprised already with what they choose to focus on. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to focus on for the last episode. I hope we just get a lot of Ida, because we didn't get much of Ida this episode. And I feel like a lot of other characters have had their time to shine, I guess. And Ida hasn't super had that. So I would definitely appreciate that for sure. So hopefully we get more of Ida. These are my hopes and dreams. Well, I'm gonna wrap up here. I know it's not as long of a stream as I normally would, but it's been a long weekend. I will probably want to finish this at some point, though. There's your Hunter using flapjack powers. Looking pretty awesome. I'll give him some yellow flapjack zippy doodahs. There we go. Look at that. Zip, zip, zippity doodah.
There we go. There we go. There he is. As I completely ignored drawing any wolves on his shirts. Because I've done that before, and the wolves on his shirts take so long. Yeah, sweet baby boy, Hunter, and everybody else just needs to be happy at the end of the series. I just need them to be happy. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what we get. I hope we get something pretty great. I anticipate that we will. But boy, oh boy, it's been a wild ride with this show. And I'm excited to see what is left for the very end of it all. I'm excited to see what the crew has in store for all of us fans, diehard fans. We just can't contain our excitement. The drawing is cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate affirmation. I love fun action poses like this. They give me life. And it makes me want to draw more. Drawing fun action poses. So maybe I'll clean up the sketch here at some point. You can follow me on the socials. Well, mostly Instagram. Fanimated Podcast. Or if you want to see more art stuff, Candor Draw, KANDER, I just think the whole thing with the Grimwalkers is so sad. Just the fact that there's more than one. There's way more than one. It's so sad. Terrifying, really, that Bellows killed that many Grimwalkers. That's pretty terrifying in a lot of ways. Pretty terrifying, very sad. Just sad. And disappointing. Poor Hunter. And, like, it just sucks that Hunter is the, like, last of them. Hunter, poor Hunter. That's all I have to say. It's just like, Hunter has been through so much. He's the last of the Grimwalkers. Like, hello. That's just really, really sad. As I try to... There we go. Maybe that's what I wanted. This. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. I feel like I just keep making it worse. That's okay. It could look better if the background color is different. There you go. How's that? For some zippity-doo-dah. See, here I am saying, oh, I think I'm done. Just kidding. No, I'm not. There are more things I want to do with this. It makes me be like, okay, am I actually going to finish this? Or am I just going to keep drawing? I can't help it. There, I just, I want it to look good. I can't go to bed yet. There. That looks even better. We got it. We got it. That's it. That's what I was looking for. There we go. That's some flapjack magic right there. Heck yes. Heck yes. I'll have to finish this one at some point. Please keep going. No, don't tell me to stay up too late. I could keep going. I could fix this. Don't tempt me. But no, it is late. It is not that late. It's only 9. It's only going on 9. But for some people, that is late. And I wake up at 6 a.m. So I need to be careful with how late I stay up. Although I am sad to leave when there are all 5 of you here. I'm very grateful for you guys coming to hang out with me and geek out about For the Future. It's been insane. I know you guys enjoy this, so I'm glad you guys wanted to join. And join the conversation and chat and geek out about this awesome show. I will definitely be doing another live stream for the finale. And if I have the time, if people are interested, I will do one before then, because obviously only doing these every 3 months is kind of sad. But also I have to balance my time. So let me know if you like to see more. Definitely stay tuned for all the episodes, the podcast episodes. Got a lot of fun things coming up. Obviously we've got our full length, For the Future episode, which will air on most podcasting platforms. Not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. The last Tuesday of January. We've got some special stuff planned for Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day falls on a Tuesday. So get ready for that. As well as a classic anime coming up that we have to discuss. There's just so much good animation out there. So yeah, definitely have a lot to talk about. Look forward to the podcast for the last episode, live stream, for your full reaction. That's an excellent idea of doing reaction videos. I don't like to show the video content because I obviously don't want to break any laws. Obviously, a lot of people don't mind breaking that law. My full live reaction. I also like to enjoy the episodes without an audience. But you will get all of my reactions when I do the live stream next time. I am so very happy with this episode, and I hope that is clear. For the Future was amazing, and I loved it. It is everything that the Owl House should be, and I'm glad you guys liked it too. And with all this rambling, I think I just need to call it a day. So again, thanks for joining. We'll do another live stream soon, and yeah, this was fun. Thanks for the recommendations for drawing, and be on all the socials if you want to see more. With that, as I end every podcast episode,